Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Guild Wars 1 Let's Play. We are here in the Umbral Grotto today, going to do one more dungeon. We have a couple more left, so let's get into it. First things first, there's a pre-quest to enter this dungeon, and I will not be doing it, as I spent a lot of times looking for the different map pieces, and to be honest with you, I can't be bothered anymore. I just kind of ran around different zones killing stuff, and while we've been playing through the Let's Plays, and I have 4 top right halves of the map. You need 4 different types of a map for this quest. So I'm just going to grab the quest dialogue off the wiki. So hopefully that doesn't disappoint you. It's a very short quest dialogue, and literally all you do is run out and kill random mobs until you get all 4 drops. It can take a long time though, so let's grab the quest dialogue. The quest is called Deep Runner's Map. I don't care about kings and destroyers and the like. The question is, are you up to the challenge to find the lost pieces of this treasure map? They have to be in the mountains somewhere, but I don't know where to look. Bring me each fragment, and we'll see if I can solve this puzzle. Those treasure map pieces are as good as found. Whenever you get a map, he says we're one step closer to the treasure. And their word dialogue is, the map is complete, time to bathe in gold. Yeehaw. The map pieces are actually tradable, so if you want to get them for yourself. I also just don't have that many characters that haven't done this quest for some reason. So this is the follow-up quest, and this takes us into the dungeons, so let's get into it. According to the completed map, King Hagbar's treasure lies not far from here. Incredible, all this time I've been standing on top of a fortune beyond my wildest dreams. Are you ready to go become wealthier than any god? Hudar's treasure is as good as ours. You go ahead and get buried in the cavern. In 1,000 years, even you may be worth something. Jesus. I was born ready. Secret lair of Snowmen. There's nothing to fear here. Yes, this dungeon is the secret lair of Snowman. This is such a meme dungeon. I feel the treasure calling for me. It is filled with, you guessed it, snowmen. They found our secret lair, snowmen to arms. I believe these guys actually do armor ignoring damage. The skills they use the skills from during Winter's Day. There's an event where you can play as, or do a snowball fight. And they use the same skills that those things used. Which is pretty funny. But yeah, this is this dungeon. It's a bit of a silly dungeon, obviously. Meant to be kind of a funny reward for doing this quest. I believe it's actually farmed quite a bit during Winter's Day, because I believe during Winter's Day this is how you get the polar bear miniature. The polar bear miniature is worth a lot of money. I believe it's a super rare drop from this dungeon only during Winter's Day. I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's how it drops. But yeah, it's got all these different snowmen, and the theme of this dungeon is snowmen. So whoever put this in was having a wacky old time. As you can kind of see, though, they do, their snowballs, I believe, don't actually care about your armor. They always do a certain amount of damage. This actually means this dungeon can kind of be annoying. Not hard, but especially in normal mode like we are now. But it does mean that the mobs actually do a surprising amount of damage. But because their abilities only do a set amount of damage, there's actually some ways to, like, use skills that reduce the damage you take by a flat amount, and able to do that to basically just hard tank everything in the dungeon. I did this dungeon a lot for some reason when I was younger. I'm trying to remember why. I think maybe I was doing it for Dwarven Rep or something. Because I believe this is a Dwarven Rep dungeon. Or maybe I was just doing it for fun. But it's a pretty short dungeon. It's a 1-floor dungeon. But it's still a pretty cool dungeon. I don't believe there's a way to get over there. Out of curiosity, let's kill this guy and see if it lowers the bridge. I don't believe it does. No, it doesn't, so there's no way to get over there. But I love how it's like, it's got some architecture that's kind of from like Glint's Lair. Those who leave muddy boot prints in these hollowed halls do not leave alive. They leave on thin ice. I'm surprised you can make minions out of the snowmen, if I'm being honest. A different kind of snowman here. These blessed snowmen. They have the avatar of Dwayna avatar, or appearance going on, or they turn into the avatar of Dwayna. I believe there's a snowman boss back. Yeah, okay, he's back in this corner. So let's see if we can make our way back to him. I believe it's this angry snowman back here that drops it. It's been a while since I've done this place. The last couple times I came back to this game, I wasn't really doing many dungeons. It was really only the ones I was familiar with. But I'm pretty sure it's this angry snowman back here that gives us the key. Yep. There's the key. There are actually a lot of different ways you could solo this with different kinds of builds. Not that you would really want to, because like I said, outside of Winter's Day, I don't think there's anything super worth even going for here. But we'll see whenever we get to the chest at the end. I'm pretty sure the chest just drops Winter's Day stuff, but maybe I'm wrong about that. None dare enter our secret lair. You shall meet the same frigid fate as the Dwarven King. Okay, so the Dwarf King, or the Dwarven King whose treasure we're after, he came down here and died. But yeah, you can see that's such a cool view. I love in games where like you see these just like massive caverns and have like little things to the outside world there. This is a little bit of an off tangent, but like I've played a lot of Skyrim, and a lot of Skyrim mods, they'll have a scene like that in a lot of the modded caves that people make, and it's just, I don't know, something about it's super cool. So here's Freezy. This is a sacred and holy place for you to trespass. You should be punished with icy snowballs of death right in the eye. I believe Freezy is a water Ellie. Yeah, but like I was saying, because they do armor ignoring and damage ignoring stuff there, like I was actually pretty threatening to try to kill him. But the fact that they're all level 15. But this is a really cool addition. It was really cool to add something that permanently has like the Winter's Day skill going on. So we have Kig Handler's ale recipe, a dwarven skeleton, and his journal. Let's look at his journal real quick. Though I have crafted the finest ale any dwarf will ever taste, I am ironically trapped where none shall ever taste it. With me, the avalanche can find no escape from these caverns. My last days shall be spent intoxicated with the finest ale in the known world. I think of few better ways for a great dwarven king to meet his end. My only regret is that none will ever know that of which I have brewed. Stupid alerts. That's it. Is where we went by the bearded dwarf goddess. Is this ale? I love the idea that the dwarf goddess has a beard. King Hebar's Leslie treasures a vat of ale. No, this can't be. We came all this way. Might as well give the ale a taste. Nothing like stumbling back to the surface drunk. Holy Hierophant, that's the finest ale I've ever tasted in my life. The recipe is right here. It'll take the world by storm. It's written in ancient Dwarven that he agrees for his special ale. There he is. Bleached remains of a dwarf. Yeah, so he was down here getting sloshed. Chest of Winter's Day Past. Yeah, Rainbow Candy Cane and Snowman Summoner. So it drops Winter's Day items. So it's a way to get like these candy canes, which are actually somewhat useful. I believe this one's, yeah. They just remove a lot of DP from your party, but it is a way for you to get them if you wanted them outside of Winter's Day. So that's kind of cool. Let's go back to him and see the end dialogue. When you first found the ale, I was skeptical, but now that I think about how many thirsty dwarfs I know, well, I could turn a real profit with this find. Deep Runner Brewery has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Very dwarven thing to find as a priceless treasure, the recipe for ale. But anyway, that's going to be all for today. I want to thank you all for coming out. I hope you have a great day and hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.